This sport. This sport, people. What on earth did we just watch? What did we just watch? Semi-finals, the second semi-final of the UEFA Nations League. Spain against France. Final score in Stuttgart. Spain 5, France 4. When I tell you that nobody saw this coming, I don't think anyone on this planet could have predicted a scoreline of 5-4. No one. No one. Welcome back to the channel, people. I appreciate you guys being on this channel yet again. I'm surprised you guys are not tired of me by now. I'm surprised you guys are not tired of my voice, seeing my big head, talking about football when I'm supposed to be relaxing. It's the end of the season. I'm meant to go away. I'm meant to go on holiday or something. Nah, mate. Watching football. But listen, I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching me every single day. So, yeah, listen, 5-4. People keep moaning about international football being boring. Is this what you call boring? This ain't boring to me. This is primetime entertainment. No pun intended, because the game was on Amazon Prime. This was primetime entertainment. The best teams up against each other. No real tactics. It's a double-edged sword because I am going to talk about tactics. But anyway, no real tactics. Just vibes, man. This is what we want to see. Do you know how liberating this was to watch this game? Do you know how liberating it was to just see two teams with an incredible amount of talent just go goal for goal? They just went back and forth. You can do that, we can do that. You can do that, we can do that too. You can score 3-4 in a row, we can do that as well. Absolute entertainment. I fully enjoyed this game. As a neutral, yeah, this was fun to watch, man. This was absolutely fun. And I have to start with the winners, man. Spain advanced to the UEFA Nations League final, where they will face Portugal. And this is going to be a very, very interesting duel, to say the least. I mean, Portugal-Spain is always an entertaining game. We're going to see the youngster up against the Unk. We're going to see Ronaldo up against Yamal. This is going to be interesting. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to this now. I'm actually looking forward to Sunday, and I'm actually looking forward to sitting down and watching this game, because this is just going to be another prime-time entertainment football match. I'm looking forward to it, and so is the game for third place after what I saw today from France. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that third place game, France, Germany. Woo-hoo-hoo. We're going to be entertained. Football fans, one thing we all have in common, forget the rivalries, forget who we support, who we don't support. This week, we're eating good. If you're a football fan, whether you do content or not, you are eating good. You're eating good. Trust me. But yeah, Spain, literally, they absolutely steamrolled over France in that first half. France were absolute shambles, and we'll get to France in a minute. Spain absolutely steamrolled over France. France didn't have an answer for anything that Spain were proposing. Spain had the better possession, I would say, because both teams had possession, but Spain did more with it. Spain were more clinical. I wouldn't necessarily say that Spain were better, and I wouldn't necessarily say that France were better, but Spain were just clinical. The first goal was absolute fantastic from Spain. Lamine Yamal doing what he does best on the right-hand side, floats one in. Oyarzabal, very good hold-up play, manages to sort of flick the ball or whatever he did to Nico Williams. He smashes it in the roof of the net, 1-0. And at that point, you already knew that France were going to have problems. They were going to have problems. Second goal, the most easy 1-2 Spain are ever going to play. Between Zubimendi and Merino. Zubimendi, whoop, over the defense, chips it over the defense for Merino. Merino, calm as you like. You can see those games he played at centre forward for Arsenal, they're paying off because that finish was striker-esque. What a lovely finish. And then Spain go ahead and score a third one. And that was in the second half to make it 3-0. France were all over the place. Then Spain make it 4-0 through Pedri. Again, simple football from Spain. It was just touch and go, pass and move, bang, 4-0. France pull it back to 4-1. Spain go up 5-1. Lamine Yamal, lovely, lovely display from this kid. And this is where now we talk about the Lamine Yamal show. I am absolutely disgusted with this guy's rudeness. Kid, let me not even say guy. I'm absolutely disgusted with this kid's rudeness. Can you imagine at midnight on his Instagram account, this guy posted the goal that he scored against France in the semi-finals of the Euros last year. You know, the one where he whipped it top bins? He posted that on his story. Do you know how dangerous that is? Because when you post things like that, you've got to back your chat. You've got to back up your chat. A day prior, or 2 days prior, I should say, he was talking to journalists. And he was asked a few questions. So I'm going to repeat what was said. It was about the Ballon d'Or, of course. Lamine says, if you could vote for the Ballon d'Or, who would you vote for? The best player of the year or the one who wins Thursday's match? And he's already kind of setting the tone with that. Let's carry on. Journalist, but Thursday's game is a big one. Lamine Yamal. Yeah, but the award is for the best player of the whole year. He's throwing digs at Ousmane Dembele, in case you didn't know. Journalist. But the year also includes Thursday. Lamine Yamal. Everyone sees it their own way. I'm hoping we win on Thursday. But whether we win or not, I'd vote for the best player of the year. Because if Thursday doesn't go the way I want or Dembele wants, then what? You're voting for someone else who plays on Sunday? Good question. I'm the kind of person who votes for the best player over the whole year. But if people want to risk it all on one game, well, let's play that game then. I don't know if I'm going to use that word, but the absolute C word in Spanish, not the C word in English. The absolute on this kid. To be saying stuff like this at the age of 17 is absolutely insane. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. He's basically saying, if you, man, want to do this Ballon d'Or voting and you want to be voting for this guy, why don't we decide it on Thursday? And then he puts in a performance like that. This kid is absolutely insane. And I told you guys, I want Dembele to win the Ballon d'Or because of the Champions League and him being the player of the season in the Champions League or the whole campaign. But I've got a slight feeling, people. I've got a weird feeling something's going to happen in that voting for the Ballon d'Or. Something is going to happen and I can't quite put my finger on it. But you guys can probably guess what I'm trying to allude to. Something's going to happen and I don't know what it is. But I want Dembele to win it. Lamine Yamal. The way he was toying with that France defense. Seasoned professionals. We keep forgetting this kid is 17 years of age. He's just reminded France, hey, guys, remember me last year? I'm just a year older and I'm a bit better. That's what he's reminded them of. Wow. You know, this performance is actually overshadowing a couple of other good performances. The likes of Nico Williams, the likes of Oyarzabal, who I thought was brilliant up front. Doesn't usually play in that position, but the hold-up play was really good. The link-up play was perfect. In midfield, Zubimendi was looking really strong, really solid. That defense towards the end, but overall, they looked solid. But my word, Lamine Yamal stole the show. Absolutely stole the show. And boy, at this point, anything can happen on Sunday. Portugal's defence. I mean, Germany didn't pose any threat to that defence. But whoever is going to play left back, and I think it's Nuno Mendes, he could be able to handle Lamine Yamal, sorry. But the way he's playing and the confidence he's got, there's no stopping him. He talked the talk and he walked the walk. There's nothing you can tell him. There's nothing you can tell Lamine Yamal. And that's where probably the Spain praise stops and the Lamine Yamal show ends as well. Because we're going to talk about France. Credit to France, by the way, for coming back the way they did. And that's due to one man. Rayan Cherki. I cannot believe that this guy is going to Manchester City for £30 million and there's no competition. Like, genuinely, no one, apart from Man City, is in for him. And I just don't understand. Did we not just watch this guy absolutely destroy Spain all by himself? Imagine if he came on at half-time. What could have happened? He played 30 minutes. I've got the stats here. He played 30 minutes. Yeah, people. Let me wheel out the stats. 1 second. Rayan Cherki played 30 minutes against Spain. 100% long ball accuracy, 4 out of 4. 95% pass accuracy. 3 chances created. 2 big chances created. 2 out of 3 crosses complete. 1 goal, 1 assist. After being subbed on in the 63rd minute. I mean, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Well, is he going to be able to hack the physicality of the Premier League? You know, it's going to be tough. It's tough for players that come from abroad, that come to the Premier League, that can't really hack the physicality. Physicality? We all watched the same game. We all watched the same game. This kid is absolutely ridiculous. Comes on, casually knocks the ball around, gets a feel of the ball, see what the situation is like, assesses what's going on the pitch, starts his magic. At one point, he's receiving the ball from one of the midfielders or defenders, I can't quite remember who it was, receives it on the swivel, bang. What a pass down the right-hand side to Malo Gusto. Then the magic starts. Gets an assist. Who was it for? I can't remember who it's for. Anyway, gets a first assist. Then Mbappe plays the ball into him. Controls the ball with his right. The ball bounces up. So you'd think, that was a bit of a dodgy touch. Nah, mate. Controls it with his right. The ball bounces up and he's like, oh, you know what? Volley with his left foot. My word. My word. The guy's available for 30 million. And he's going to Man City. You're going to let Pep manage this demon. Congratulations to Manchester City for winning the Premier League 2025-2026, by the way. Because if this is what he's going to be doing in the Premier League, lock it all off. Lock it off. Forget it. We're just going to compete because we have to. And let Man City win the league because this is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. Then he gets another assist towards the end for Koulibaly. And that was a Lamine Yamal-esque type of cross. He looked at Lamine and he was like, whatever you can do, I can do. Whatever you can do, I can do it better. Jesus Christ, man. Rayan Cherki. I can't believe it. I can't believe. Like, tonight, we were treated to some fantastic football. Honestly, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Which brings me to my last point. You saw what this France squad is like. You saw the talent they had, they had on the pitch, but also on the bench. And you're going to let Didier Deschamps manage this crop of players. Please, France, don't do this to yourselves. Do not do this to yourself. Yesterday, I was sat here and talked about the Portuguese Football Federation sitting down and looking at the crop of players that they have and going, Roberto Martinez is the right man to bring this team forward. Now France is risking a World Cup. Sorry, not a qualification, but they're risking well, it could be because they're not qualified yet. So yes, maybe I am right. France is risking a World Cup qualification for next year if they keep Didier Deschamps in charge. Because what he's doing with this squad is nothing short of criminal. We need to start, as fans, a task force to arrest managers who commit crimes against football. There you go, I've said it. Because what is Deschamps' obsession with Adrien Rabiot in 2025? By the way, he lasted the full 95 minutes. Didn't get taken off. Lasted the full 95. Someone needs to explain to me what Rabiot brings to this team. What does he bring? What does he bring? Yesterday, it was Roberto Martinez playing Bernardo Silva and Ruben Neves in a double pivot and playing João Neves as a right back. And today, it's Didier Deschamps playing Adrien Rabiot for France in 2025. Criminals. Absolute criminals. These crimes against football have to be punished. I'm telling you, we need to start a task force to start arresting these managers because they're committing fraudulent acts against the beauty of this sport that we call football. Zidane's there in the corner. He's waiting for his turn. He's waiting for his turn. France. Football Federation of France. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Because I'll tell you what, after what Cherki did, guess what? He's going to be on the bench on Sunday. You really think Didier Deschamps is going to give up his ego and say, you know what, I got it wrong? Rabiot, he's going to start again, people. He's going to start again. France, they better hope that Germany are not on some revenge type thing, because if you let Germany beat France, surely that has to be the end of Didier Deschamps. He's already walking on thin ice for me. But then again, with the way he's talking in the media and with the way he manages to talk himself out of situations, it wouldn't surprise me if he's still in charge, even if France loses. Wow. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below, man. France, so many disappointing performances. Kylian Mbappe, every time things don't go his way, he tries to do too much. Yes, he got a goal, which was a penalty, but he tries to do too much. You're a striker in this system. You're a striker. You're meant to be the focal point. Stay up front. Instead, he wants to be dropping deep. He wants to be dictating play now. He wants to be demanding the ball to try and... Stop it. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much, Kylian. I know you're 2 goals away from equaling Thierry Henry's record with the French national team, but you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. And that's probably the story of his season. But let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. I've fully enjoyed this game and I'm looking forward to Sunday, man, honestly. But anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe, people, and I'm out. Peace.